Morning, campers. Well, how are you guys doing this morning? It's almost 8 o'clock, and I'm trying to upload that video again, but I had a few jobs to do. So, I gotta tell you this story because it's kind of funny. So when I went at McDonald's yesterday, I phoned Fluffy and Rollwalk. Well, it's Rollwalk I phoned. So I said to Rollwalk, I said, hey, what you guys doing? And she said, oh, nothing, just in the hotel. I said, oh, I'm over at the Golden Arches. And she said, oh, is that a Chinese restaurant? I said, no. I said, right across the street from your hotel, the Golden Arches. Oh. I said, McDonald's. Oh, McDonald's, she said. Oh, I've never heard it called that before. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. So, the plan today is I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'm going to have some breakfast. I'm going to try and upload the rest of these videos. Because usually the Wi-Fi here is not that great. Although Fluffy said the Wi-Fi at their place is awesome. And you don't need a password or nothing. So I might do that later. But anyway, I'll try McDonald's first. Because I want to have some breakfast. Have some coffee and breakfast. Then I'm going to go to the city market. To see if they have some stuff that they didn't have at Walmart. And for my resupply. And then I'm going to come back to the hotel and I'm going to drop that stuff off. I'm going to pick up. I'm sending home. I have a pair of shorts and my shirt that I bought like way back in Silver City down in New Mexico. And I've been carrying that stuff and I've never needed it. And you know what? I have a feeling that this shirt and these pants are going to take me the whole way. So I'm going to send that stuff home because it's, I never thought I'd say this, but carrying that stuff is kind of bothering me now because I don't need it. Especially on this last stretch through the desert. You start thinking to yourself, and I know it happens. I've heard people say that before. You start thinking about what's in your backpack. You think about the weight and you think, how could I make this a little lighter? And let me tell you, that shirt and those pants, every night because they're in the same bag as my sleep clothes, every night I open the bag and I see them in there and I think, yeah, you know what? Why are you carrying this stuff? You need to lighten your load, Andy. Just a little bit. Anything you can lighten it with is good. So anyway, I'm sending them home. I'm going to go to the post office today and I'm going to try and see. Jerry said he would give me not give me, but I'll be able to buy a canister from him because he has extra canisters. Going to see about my stove. That's the other thing I got to do today. And I got to soak my feet in Epsom salt. And that's the plan. So anyway, we will see how it goes. I'll keep you updated and maybe I'll do a few videos here and there. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye now. Hey campers. So here I'm at McDonald's and the downloads are going well. So that's good. I'm really happy about that. And and guess what? I guess I'm not going to the post office now because my shirt, I didn't realize I put my blue shirt on. It's all ripped on the shoulders. So I was like, yeah, that's not going to work anymore. So now I don't have to carry this shirt because I'm going to be wearing it. And I decided that the shorts, I can handle taking the shorts because they're really weigh next to nothing. That's not going to affect me any. So I'll just keep carrying those, save me the bill maybe I'll send them when I get to Leadville when I pick up the Mellies. So anyway, yeah, that's the update. And I'm meeting Jerry here. We're going to do the fuel canister thing. We'll see what the stove's like. And yeah, I'm going to meet Fluffy and Roadwalk at 11 for kind of like brunch. So hopefully I'll get the uploads all done by then. And then I can go meet those guys for lunch and then go do my thing. Yeah, not much of a day off, but you know what? At least I'm not walking on my feet. So I gave them a little bath in Epsom salts this morning while I was waiting for the video to upload. So yeah, that's the scoop, guys. Talk to you later. Hey guys, so just walking back to downtown to see about a canister, fuel canister, and maybe a stove. Fluffy and Roadwalk, they decided that they're not going to go right now. They're going to wait till it's a little cooler, and then they're going to go out tonight. So I said, well, you guys, because they don't have a room, so I said, well, you can stay in my room until you're ready to go. So they're back there. Fluffy did offer me a stove, but you know what? I feel like they should have that stove between them just in case they need it. I don't know if they have fuel, but I don't like to take a stove. And you know, like he said, he only uses good quality gas canisters, which I can definitely see why, you know. But yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like. You didn't really see this. I wonder what Rawlings is all about. You know, like, because there's, you know, it's kind of like Rawlings was, I mean, it still seems to be quite a thriving community. But, you know, you just kind of wonder, especially the buildings down here, some beautiful buildings down here. So you sort of wonder, well, what is Rawlings all about? Like, what went on here, or what goes on here? You know, that's kind of the question that I sort of ask myself. Anyway, we'll find out. Talk to you later. Check out these buildings. That's an old hardware store. That, thinking with that big door there, that might have been a garage at one point in time. But look at this. I knew what this was right away. The Strand. Well, it's called the Strand. That's an old movie theater. You can see that. How cool is that? Beautiful building. Little church here. What's that? The Victory Baptist Church? Hope you guys can see that. Lawrence, Wyoming is the only place in America where two of our country's best known pathways meet, where the trail meets the highway. Isn't that cool? I'm guessing this is where the trail meets the highway. There's a Wyoming frontier prison here. I haven't seen that yet. Maybe I'll see it on the way. There's another street with a nice church at the end there. And a bank. Don't know what that is there, but I don't know if that's a court. Looks like some important building. That's for sure. Hey guys. So, tell you the truth, I was just talking to Lisa. She phoned me, and then I phoned her back. And I thought, wow, I haven't kind of finished off the day. And then I was like, oh, I better do that now. So, anyway, I think I told you guys that Fluffy and Roadwalk, well, they were going to head out. We went for like brunch at 11 o'clock with Jerry. Actually, Jerry, Chrissy, Scott, and Evan. And we went to this diner. Super cool place. Penny's Diner, I think it's called. It's like a railway, you know, like a railway car. And so you sat along the bench. There was a bench. There was some seating. And then they were cooking the food like right behind there, and you could see them. The one girl was cooking the food, and the other guy was taking orders and doing drinks and helping out. Yeah, it's a really cool place. So we went there for brunch, and then Roadwalk and Fluffy were going to head out right away. But I mean, it's hot here. Like, it's 30 above. It was 30 above tonight when I went to McDonald's for supper. So then they decided, you know what, maybe we should go when it's cooler. I said, well, come back to my place. Stay at the hotel. Hang out at my hotel until you guys are ready to go. And then Jerry said, well, I'll give you a ride. I'm not sure where he was giving them a ride to, but anyway. So they hung out in my room. And then what I did this afternoon was, I think I might have told, I went to get a gas canister and maybe a stove. Well, I didn't have any luck with the stove, but I did get some information. I got some information that in Saratoga, they have a big outdoor store there, and they have everything. This guy told me. He said, you won't have a problem. He said, I'm sure they have those stoves. But in the meantime, what I did was I tried to clean out the threads again. And I think it's a little bit better. But anyway, those guys left around about 5. I've packed up most of my stuff. The plan for me is my heels are still pretty sensitive. I did do the Epsom salts again, and I was almost going to go to sleep, before I'd done this. I put my shirt on, so I'm not like I'm respectable. But I went to McDonald's, had supper, came back, packed, and actually I got to tell you, like Fluffy, Roadwalk, Jerry. So Jerry's taking those guys out, and they're going to stash some water for me. And what we decided was, I guess Lillian, who is this guy who has been doing a fantastic job on the Far Out app with the comments, like he has, I guess, he leaves like really good comments. And at every kind of almost at every location where there would be something that you would need to know. Well, he's got sick. And from what I understand, it sounds like it's from drinking the water. And what we're being told is, even by the locals, especially the ranchers, is, listen, don't drink the cow pond water because it's full of minerals and it's even making the cows sick. I guess it's just because there's so little of it and it's been so dry that the water that's left is basically, I guess, contaminated. So anyway, and Jerry was saying, he's been driving down the road. He's saying, yeah, you know what? There was some guy, I can't remember his name. He bushwhacked 3 miles off the CDT and says, yeah, you know what? This is nuts. I'm taking the road. And Roadwalking and Fluffy are taking the road. And like Roadwalk said, and Fluffy, that was an alternative to the CDT. They said not that long ago, and everybody used to take it. But what happened was, I guess it used to be a gravel road, but of course, I guess there was a lot of people using it, locals and stuff like that, and they ended up paving it. But it was an alternate at one point in time for the CDT. So, and it basically follows the CDT. But like Fluffy and Roadwalk said, they said, if you get in trouble or you need water, you can at least, flag somebody down, traffic. There's going to be traffic on the road. You can, put out your thumb and say, hey, or maybe somebody will stop and say, you okay for water? and stuff like that. So anyway, I've decided that tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that highway and I'm going to walk it basically all the way to the junction. I can't remember the name of it now. I'm going to walk it all the way to the junction, and then I'm going to hitch a ride to Saratoga. I can never pronounce the name of the place. Saratoga. I'm going to resupply in Saratoga. Depending on how my feet are feeling, I will either do a Nero there or come right out of there. If I'm thinking that I might have to take a Nero there. It just depends. I'll have to wait and see. But it's basically, I think it's 46 miles. So it's like 2 days. Well, that's not terrible. And then it's a 30-mile hitch. Well, it would be a 15-mile hitch to encampment. I thought about sending a box to encampment. It's a 15-mile hitch there anyway. Well, if you're going to hitch, if it's 15 or 30, does it really matter? No, not really. So I thought, yeah, you know what? I'll save myself, the postage and all that. And there's an IGA in Saratoga. I can resupply there and then just go back to the trailhead and carry on. Then the next boat is Steamboat Springs in Colorado, which is pretty exciting, really. Just got to get get through this next couple of days, and the water situation, which just isn't good. So that's kind of what I decided to do. It's not ideal, but still walking, still relatively. It cuts off a few miles, but it isn't a lot of miles. And I think because I'm on my own and I don't want to get sick and end up in the hospital. And that seemingly is what's happened to Lillian. He's ill. And I mean, so yeah, and I've looked on the Far Out app and it says, dry, there's just, and then even if there is water, if it's a pond water, well, do we really want to drink that? I mean, I've seen before, they've said about the water in the basin isn't good, So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's tomorrow. But today, like I said, got everything done that I wanted to do. I'm all ready to go for tomorrow. Keep my fingers crossed that my heels will be okay. Right now, they're still pretty sensitive, but I don't think I can stay another day. We'll have to see how that goes. So like I said, I'll just tape them in the morning and then we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be okay. As long as it doesn't get any worse, that's the main thing. I mean, I'm not expecting miracles, but as long as I can stand to walk, then I'll be fine. But so anyway, so just want to say, really appreciate my new subscribers that have come on. I appreciate you guys that have stayed with me the whole time, and thanks for watching. And I hope you guys had a good day and are having a good evening. And it's good night from me. Good night, guys.